Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Unpopular Opinions with me, Randy Prizzle. How you guys all doing out there? Everything good, shway, crispy, airy? Let's get on to this episode of Unpopular Opinions. Spaghetti is better with cheddar on top, not parmesan. Now, I do agree with this, because when I've had spaghetti before, when I have the vegan cheese, back in the days before I can only just generally eat vegan stuff, I used to have a lot of cheddar on my spaghetti before, and it just tastes better. I think the thing with Parmesan just isn't as pungent with the flavours. It doesn't pop, it doesn't do all of that, you know what I mean? Pop, lock and get it down, it don't do that. So that's why for me, I do prefer to have cheddar on my spaghetti. That's, back in the days, but nowadays they do vegan stuff, so vegan cheddar 100% over vegan parmesan, so I 100% would prefer that. Next one, if someone pulls out an instrument at a party, it completely ruins the party. I mean, it depends what instrument it is, you know what I mean? Someone decides, like, and there's music playing in the background or something, and someone decides to pull out a recorder going, free blind mice, 1 a penny, 2 a penny, free blind mice. Yeah, this is a bit dead, you know what I mean? Like, if they're playing proper stuff, like a proper electric guitar and something with drums or something like that, then cool, because those amplify the party, those get the party happening a little bit more. Do you know what I mean? They'll pull out decks and start spinning records. That's what you generally want at a party, you know what I mean? And the people just playing one dead instrument, something like a trumpet or something. We don't want to hear that, do you know what I mean? Keep it for band practice. No one wants to hear all of that, do you know what I mean? Coming there and start playing all your 1-2 piece songs and all of that. No one gives a damn. If, as I said, it's drums, all of them ting them there, percussion stuff, cool, because those you can vibe with. Next one. Most of the popular web comics are now just as bad as the newspaper comics used to be. I think nothing beats the old school comics. Now, people, if you remember the Golden Age, the Silver Age, not going to try and go too long with this, but if you remember them, you will know that those comics have a great feeling. You know what I mean? I think nowadays the way comic books have spin certain things, how certain things were in the comics are not now. Certain people have come back to life that were dead. Do you know what I mean? Certain things just keep happening, where it just now is not really as believable as it should be, to be honest. It's like, this is just a merry-go-round. It's a circus we're on now. You just take me round and round, like man is on a carousel or something like that. And that's what just seems to be happening with the comic book world. You know what I mean? Like Spider-Man, for instance. Spider-Man, I swear one of the episodes in the comics, he's dead. But then they revived him back or something like that. And they made a new Spider-Man. Now listen, certain people can always have a replica. You know what I mean? Black Panther. You can't really have another Superman, to be honest. Batman, Iron Man, you can have replicas of them, man, because they're just men in suits. Do you know what I mean? Batman's a man in suit, Iron Man's a man in suit. You know what I mean? Put the suit on them, boom, they do the same thing. So I think that it just isn't the same, and that's all I'm going to say there. So I do agree with that. Next one. Laundry is the easiest chore. It's the easiest thing to do. I do agree it is. You just take it, put it in the machine, boom, done. Do you know what I mean? Hang it out to dry. I think that's the annoying thing about it. When it isn't summertime and you got to take it to the laundrettes to dry, because we have to here. I don't know about much of you guys if you have indoor whatevers or tumble dryers at home, you know, to do all of that drying stuff for you, but we have to take it to dry cleaners just because we can't have a tumble dryer in our house. So it is what it is, you know. But it's the easiest chore, no more, no less. Next one. Volunteering at animal shelters is actually more stressful and depressing than rewarding. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of the cats and dogs too much. Do you know what I mean? You wouldn't find me in these Battersea Dogs homes or one of these things. You know what I mean? Going there and helping out, volunteering to help the cats and the dogs, and nah, man. Do you know what I mean? It is depressing, especially when you see them in a cage. Like, why they're in a cage for? Do you know? It is depressing to see them just sitting there, their face all down, and you know what I mean, or they've been mashed up by some other cat or some other dog or something, or some other animal. So you tend to feel a bit bad for them. They feel a bit sorry. But even the barking, if they bark a lot, they're not happy with the environment they're in, they're barking, they're crying, whatever. Yeah, man, allow it, man. Leave me out of that. So yeah, but that's it for this episode of Unpopular Opinions. You guys, first time watchers, season watchers, and you know what we usually do when we finish. But before that, subscribe to the ting, tell people how crazy and insane the member and your boy Randy Prizzle is, and I'll be back next time for another Unpopular Opinions. So until next time, I'll give my opinions and I'll react later on. Get out of here.